flag. Yes, that's real clear. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a lot of high end.
And John, you mentioned this is N3QE. You mentioned that it sounds like I have a lot of bass.
Somebody did. It does sound a little bassy.
Okay. I will. There's a long menu of equalization settings here. I certainly can see that I do have a fair amount of bass energy. I'll see if I can. It's probably a project for a different session to actually adjust that, though.
Yeah, I would say if you got anything below 300, cut it to 0.
Alrighty, I will give that a try. Thank you.
Hey, your live stream's working.
Very good. You'll see me struggling to get through the menus here.
Whiskey 4 November Fox.
I agree. That's what everybody tells me too. I'm trying to learn how to operate phone. W4NF, how are you? This is Tim, N3QE.
Yeah, Tim, how you doing? N3QE, W4NF. So I'm running a K4 also. So and let's see, my compression set at about 25. So I'm gonna run my CQ. Okay.
Go right ahead.
CQ contest. Whiskey 4 November Fox. Whiskey 4 November Fox.
Sounds excellent to me.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, that's very good.
3 UL.
Okay. Appreciate it, guys. So, I've been tweaking with this thing, with the equalizer. It's so much nicer just be able to go up on the screen and move the sliders up and down very quickly and you can do it while you're actually transmitting too in the test mode. So, I was able to kind of tweak it into what I thought was good.
Very good, very good. I heard somebody at 3 Bravo Golf. November 3 Bravo, Germany, India. Hi, Carl. We're having a little tune-up net here for the sweepstakes starting tomorrow. How are you? Very good, Carl. Yeah, some of the guys are playing back their pre-recorded CQ messages for the sweepstakes contest tomorrow. That's all in preparation. We're tuning up. We're glad to hear you on the air. You're about 5'3" here in Maryland.
Are you guys going to be on very long?
Hey everybody, it looks like this is Tim, N3QE. Does somebody have a net scheduled for 38:30 or somewhere nearby?
November, Mike 2
W8 LMG.
How about we QSY to 3828, everyone? It looks to me like that could be clear.
Okay, now.
Hey, this is Tim, N3QE. How is everyone?
N3 AM.
N3 AM, very good, John. I'm glad you could QSY down here. I'm trying to learn how to use the VFO knob effectively too.
Well, I just type it into the logging window in N1MM and away you go.
Okay, very good. So we've gone down to 3828 N4ZR. Are you still here? You got something you want to play back?
Yeah, this is the live voice, of course, and now here comes a little bit of the stored stuff.
Go ahead.
CQSS, N4ZR, Norway 4 Zulu, Romeo SS.
Sounding good. It's a little bit lower voice tone than your live voice, but I think that might just be based on the time of day you recorded it, Pete.
It could just be.
You got anything else to play back, Pete?
Nope, that's good. Everything is, for me on the phone, it's as good as it's going to get. Thanks, guys.
Okay, very good, Pete. Glad you got in. K3MM, Ty, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing? Let me do a playback.
Go ahead, Ty.
Hang on a second. M20. CQ contest. Kilowatt 3, Mike, K3, Mickey Mouse contest.
Sounded great, Ty. Is that a new recording and one for previous years?
I recorded it a couple days ago with the same mic setup and everything. Yeah, it's very clear.
Very good. And I heard it, Ray, NM20. How are you doing, Ray?
Yeah, good evening, call. This is Ray and M20. So I think my audio is better. The ISP came by and changed my router, so I think the router was corrupting my audio. So how are we doing down there?
Oh, sounding excellent, excellent. So you're remote from where to where, Ray?
Right, I'm physically sitting at home in Florida, and I'm using the remote station in Jefferson, New York. So it's halfway between Albany and Binghamton, so it's in northern New York, it's in Coahara County. So it's actually the smaller of the two remote stations. The big one is with the 6/6 and all that. That's on the next hilltop, but I'm not subscribed to the gold level, so I'm using the smaller station. But I think for sweepstakes, this works good. This is a 100-foot high off-center fed dipole, so it seems like it works very nicely.
Oh, very good, Ray. Thanks for activating northern New York. I'm not sure you heard us ruminating after CW about how LAX was the rare one in CW.
W3UL, I did see that. And yeah, LAX, I mean, there's millions of people in the county and like 29,000 licensees. So it's extraordinarily unactive. I mean, it really is. Let me do my CQ. What I'm going to do here is I'm using the console within the remote ham radio setup. I don't have time to bring in 1mm and do all the testing for that. So let me just do this CQ.
Go ahead, Ray.
CQ tweets, November, Mike 2 Oscar, November, Mike 2 Oscar.
I think technically it's fine. It sounds like your voice was a little hoarse here when you recorded it, Ray.
It sounded distorted to me.
All right, let me re-record. I'll come back in a minute.
I mean, you got a gravelly voice anyway, but it was more gravelly than usual in your playback.
Yeah, Tim, I'm watching you on the band scope, and I can definitely see the lows. And if you've got a control on the, 2500 hertz, thereabouts, you want to crank that up. That's what Bob Heil says is the golden spot.
Okay, I will have to figure out how to access that through all my menus here. I went to the Heil website and set my equalizer based on their recommendations. And God help me if I remember how to get back to all those settings.
W3UL.
W3UL, how are you?
Very good, Tim. Good evening. Name's Bill, and I hope Pete hasn't gone away because I'm pretty sure he has a K4, and I haven't figured out how to get the wave file to play on the K4 yet. They worked very well on a K3 when I had one, but not this one. I already have some recordings that are programmed into the digital recording setup here on the radio. I will play them now, okay?
W3UL, we're ready for you. Go ahead.
Can I ask a favor from you guys?
Uniform Lima.
Can I ask a favor of you all?
Hi, this is Tim N3QE. How are you? Hello, this is N3QE. How are you doing? W3UL, why don't you go ahead with your playbacks?
Can I ask a favor of you all?
Uniform Lima. Uniform W3UL 54 Mike Delta Charlie.
Somebody was asking for a favor.
Lima.
Can I ask a favor? This is Whiskey 8 Lima Mike Golf.
W8LMG, how are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. Good evening. We were normally on 31. We moved up to 32. There's one or two of you guys. I've got my filter set down below 2.4, and you're still tearing us up on 32.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. We all want to have clean signals. Let's see what we can do to help you there.
Well, you're just too wide. That's the problem.
Okay, thank you. Ty, you have your band scope up. How do I look on your band scope?
You look fine. I'm on my 101 right now, right there.
Okay, thank you. You look great on my band scope too, Ty. W3UL, was that all your playback recordings?
Yes, it was. The first one, just watching my own machine here, the first one, the CQ one looked a little light. The third, the one with the exchange and the one with my own call sign, both seem pretty good to me, but I'm interested in what everybody else thinks.
Sounded good. This is WR3R.
Good enough. Incidentally, is Pete still here?
W4NF. I have a K4. I can help you.
Right. Maybe I'll send you an email, Pete. But it's just I have a bunch of WAV files that I wanted to also have available, and I just haven't figured out how to make them connect to the K4.
This is Jack, W4NF. I can give you a hand, and I would recommend that you don't use the WAV files. That you use the DVK right in the machine there, because it's or right in the radio, because then you don't have to mess with any of the window settings for the sound cards or anything.
Amen to that. And 3 a.m. How's my audio sound now compared to what I was before?
No,
I think it's about the same, Ty.
Okay, very good.
So if you want to send me an email, my email is whiskey4NovemberFox@comcast.net. So go ahead and send me an email, and I can step you through how to record on your radio with the DVK, and then set up N1MM to use the function keys to send.
Yeah, actually what I played just now are messages on my digital voice recorder on the machine, on the K4. So I don't need much help with that. It's just that I have half a dozen other messages that are all WAV files, and I just wanted to throw them in for fun, mainly as a sort of a learning experience. But I know that N6 TV keeps recommending if you don't do that, and I still want to know how to do it. So that's my what's going on. Thanks for the offer, and maybe you can give me some other tips that I don't know about. This is W3UL. Back to you, Tim.
Very good, guys. Very good. I'm certainly trying to soak up what you guys know about the K4, because someday I might get to use one. So, do we have anybody else on frequency who's been waiting to get their audio checked out?
NC3Y.
WR3R.
WR3R, Gary, you're as loud as usual, and it sounds like you're using a high element with a lot of low cut, right?
Roger.
Sounding just like usual. Anything new in your setup this year?
Well, I do have this new contest mic, so I would like to try the recording.
Go right ahead, Gary. We're listening.
Okay, this is regular.
Go ahead, Gary.
Okay, maybe it's not coming across loud enough. Let me check it, and I'll get back to you. I'll come back, Tim. Thanks.
Okay, very good. I'm not sure I heard anything at all there, so it might have something to do with just enabling the playback.
Yeah, I'll check it. Thanks.
Okay, very good, Gary. Who else did we have online waiting in line?
NC3Y.
W.
Nancy, Charlie 3 Yankee. How are you, Tom?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, I heard from Art Boyer that I came in number 1 in low power.
Oh, excellent. Was it in CW, you mean?
Yeah, CW Sweepstakes, low power unassisted.
Oh, excellent. Congratulations, Tom. How are you shaping up for fun? You got anything new this year?
No, I'm just going to start on 40 and try to find Ty and sit up next one. For you, too.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to steal your frequency, but it might happen again, Tom.
Oh, it's all right.
Anyway, anything we can help you out, check out with terms of recording or anything?
Hey, let me run my CQ recording right now. Here it comes.
Okay, we're ready, Tom.
Nothing early. CQ contest, November, Charlie 3 Yankee.
Sounding pretty good there, Tom.
me turn off something else here. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Let me run that again. CQ contest, November, Charlie, 3 Yankee.
I'm sure the audio aficionados would tell you to do a little bit of low cut and a little bit of high boost.
So what should I do?
If you have some way of cutting the lows and boosting the highs, I think that gets more towards what the experts tell me they want. K3MM, can you give any advice?
Yeah, I do need to do the same, Tim.
Okay, so Tom and me need to learn how to do that. Very good.
I got menus on this 590 SG. I'll just get in the menu in a minute.
Okay, very good, Tom.
Yeah, just mainly cut everything below about 300.
NC3Y is going to make some adjustments. Anybody else want to go ahead?
Kilowatt 3, Alpha Japan.
K3AJ, hey Tom, you going to be low power for sweepstakes?
Yeah, I'll be on. I'll be low power since my amplifier is taking a vacation trip to Watsonville, California right now. How do I sound on the mic?
K3AJ, you're sounding fine here in Bethesda. Anybody else want to give an opinion there?
Sounds great, Tom. WR3R.
Okay, very good. I'll play my CQ recording.
Go ahead, Tom.
CQ contest, Kilowatt 3, Alpha Japan, Kilowatt 3, Alpha Japan.
Yeah, very clean.
Okay, well, it's been like this for a while, so I haven't changed anything, so I'll sit in the bleachers for a while and watch.
Hey, very good, Tom. Anybody else waiting in line or want to give go with their recent changes?
K1 W.
Who's that ending whiskey?
Kilowatt 1 Zulu Whiskey.
Kilo 1 Zulu Whiskey, how are you? We're doing some audio checkouts in preparation for Sweepstakes phone. You want to give a go?
Yeah, I sure will. I've just got my headset on, Heil headset, and just wanted to know what the audio was like.
I can tell you that based on what everybody tells me, you need to do some bass cut and some high boost. Ty, do you agree?
Yeah. Mostly just cut the lows.
You got it,
Do that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope to work you tomorrow in the contest.
Very good, Larry. It's always fun when everybody shows up for sweepstakes. We sure appreciate it. That was K1ZW. Anybody else want to check in?
Whiskey 3, Charlie Bravo.
Whiskey 3, Charlie Bravo, coming in from Michigan. How are you, Cliff?
Good. That was my recorded call sign. Let me send you a CQ and see how it sounds.
Go ahead. It sounded just like your live voice.
Sweepstakes, Whiskey 3, Charlie Bravo.
Yeah, so I'm sure Ty's going to tell us that you need to do some bass cutting and high boosting. Is that correct, Ty?
Yeah, he needs to do both. He needs a lot more high.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do anything now because I have to redo my recordings because this is just on the 10 Tech Omni. But if I get a chance tomorrow, I'll play with them a little bit. But I just thought I'd get on and see how things are going. Most people sound pretty good out here. We get a little interference, but most people are sounding quite good from out here in the boonies with the snow on the ground.
We sure appreciate you getting on for sweepstakes, Cliff. We're going to be looking out for you. We only get to work you once, however, Cliff.
Yeah, I know. Not like those other contests where we can do 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
So like I said, everybody might tell you need some low cut and high boost, but you're sounding great to me.
All right, well, listen, I'm not going to stay down here. If I get a chance to play with it tomorrow a little bit, I will. I've got the audio and stuff, so I can probably do that, but it's just going to take a little effort. Thanks for the reports. W3CB will be clear.
Oh, very good, Cliff. Thanks for checking in. This is N3QE. We're holding the PVRC Audio Checkout Network. Anybody else want to go ahead?
NC3Y is back.
NC3Y, go ahead, Tom. What change you make?
Okay, I boosted the highs and cut the lows. How does it sound now?
Well, yeah, it sounds good to me, N3AM.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
W4NF sounds great.
Okay, let me run the CQ.
Go ahead.
Okay, November, Charlie, 3 Yankee.
Very good.
I agree, Tom. Looking and sounding great.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so you need to feel a little bit low cut. Your high is there. It's just you got too much low.
You want my settings, my 101?
Yeah, Ty, if you wanted to send me what you got, that'd be great.
I can read them off now if you want. I can email to you.
Yeah, email might be better. I still struggle with, I can do basic things on the rig, but the audio equalization parameters, those seem pretty deep to me.
Yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time with the 101 settings, but I think you said my audio is good, so I'll give you what I got. And this is the mod mic, so it's a pretty basic mic to start with.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I got a Heil Pro set, but it's not the classic HC5 element.
Right, if it's flat. You might not need as much low cut as I've got. I'm using like a mid 15 or 200.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a lot dialed in there, but I'll see if I can boost it, cut down even more. So thanks for that advice, Ty. Tom, NC3Y, you're sounding great. This is N3QE. Anybody else want to check in for their audio checkout?
M20.
And M20, how are you doing, Ray?
Yeah, I'm back. I re-recorded here. Let me try it.
Go ahead.
Sticky Sweepstakes, November, Mike 2 Oscar, November, Mike 2 Oscar.
Yeah, Ray, you've got a gravelly voice anyway, but your recording sounds more gravelly than normal.
And slower.
Yeah, Ray, the recording is lower than your live voice. I mean, lower.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I can do about that. So the adjustments that I've got is the bandwidth here. Let me see. Let me see if I can move the bandwidth slightly. That's the only control that I've got on the flex. I don't have the ability to go into the flex and try that.
Your bandwidth's fine.
Say again, Tyler?
Your bandwidth's pretty good. You just got too much low end, but it's not horrible. It's just gravelly, and you can speak up a little bit.
Once they hear that NNY, nobody's going to care.
That's exactly right. Are other people going to NNY? Just you, right? Well, I'll get about a couple hundred contacts. I'm not sure. If I looked at the detailed breakdown, some of the West Coast guys posted their entire score. So there were 4 guys on from NNY, but I think 3 of them were on 10 meters and probably were QRP guys that are who knows where. The section's enormous, and I'm not sure where those guys are. AB2ZY was right next to me where I lived in NNY. And he's actually on the N1MM coding team, so he's usually on. And the section manager lived down the hill from me, W2, with the United 2 Mike. But he's a section manager, but I don't think he was on. Well, you sound a little better than the other night, too, right? This is Gary, WR3R. Yeah, hi, Gary. I'm still not sure that we've got this thing completely understood. I'm still slightly perplexed with what's supposed to be plug and play, but it seems like it's not 100% what I would hope for. But anyway, I think it's, as long as it's acceptable. Sometimes last year I would get nearly unintelligible reports, so that was real disappointing. So again, I think with the new router, it should be better. Agree.
Oh, we sure appreciate you getting Northern New York on, Ray.
Yeah, I'll also be sure to send AB2ZY a note and tell them to be sure to work me. One time in ARRL CW, I was on with this very station, and another guy, I forget who the W0 was, W0AAE, I think it was. So he was on from the exact same station, so I can't work him when he's on from the same station. And I miss Northern New York on ARRL 160. And I'll also try that in December.
Oh, very good. Looking forward to working on each of those, Ray.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody wants signal reports? N3QE is doing the best up here. WR3R.
I heard somebody whose call ended with X-ray Juliet, maybe?
Alpha Charlie 5 X-ray Kilo.
Oh, Alpha Charlie 5 X-ray Kilo. How are you, Don?
I'm fine, Tim. Thank you. How are you?
You're not awfully loud here in Bethesda, but I can see your signal, and like several other people, I think you need just a little bit of bass cut.
Okay, good. I'll work on that, Jim. Thank you very much. AC5XK.
Very good, Don. AC5XK. Are you in? Are you operating from DC, or are you operating up in Maryland, or what's your plan?
It's DC this time. DC for this weekend. AC5XK.
All righty, lumped in there with Maryland this time. Dave Siddall, KSBZ Juliet, was pointing out we had 5 DC stations on for CW. That's certainly excellent representation.
Great. Well, good luck.
Okay, very good, Don. Thanks for checking in. Oh, I heard a 0? Kilo something, maybe?
I think it was Alpha Charlie X-ray.
Oh, K2 Alpha Charlie X-ray. Brian, is that you?
Yeah, really. It said DC, and I heard my name, and I called in. And yes, you're Alpha Charlie.
Very good, very good. I've heard you on 80 CW a couple times. You're not nearly as loud as you are on CW, Brian.
Yeah, Roger. Is this any better? It's about 700 watts.
That certainly is better. When I heard you reg chewing last night, how much power were you running then?
If it was on CW, it was only 200. I got this but I'm only running about 50 watts, so it's probably down to 20.
Okay. Yeah, your amplitude is changing quite a bit there. Did you turn it down from 700?
Negative. I think I'm about 700 right now, but I was underdriving the amplifier on the first transmission, so hopefully this is better.
Okay. Like I said, throughout your short transmission there, your amplitude changed quite a bit here for me in Bethesda.
Okay, Roger. I apologize. I didn't think it was.
Okay, very good, Brian. Some people move their mouth away from the microphone as time goes on. I don't know if it's as simple as that. Okay, thanks for checking in, Brian. Yet another of our DC representatives. This is N3QE holding the PVRC ARRL phone tune-up network. Anybody else want to check in for an audio report on their sweepstakes exchanges?
WR3R, I'd like to try again.
Go ahead, Gary. I think I can see you've already made some adjustments.
Well, no, this is just a regular. Let me see if I can get this recording working now.
Go ahead, Gary.
Sweepstakes, Whiskey Radio 3, Radio WR3R.
Yeah, that has a lot more obvious high boost in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it has more highs than lows, but sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Very good, Gary. I'm glad you made that progress there. Ty's going to help me with my settings, and we'll check it out in real life.
Thank you very much.
Delta Papa.
Oh, Delta Papa. What's the rest of your call?
All right, KB2, APP, Delta Papa. Walter, Roger.
Very good, Walter. Thanks for checking in from New York. We had Ray NM20 checking in from northern New York. Where are you at in New York?
I'm in Southport, right, and the other guy, Sexton, he was on remote control in Jefferson.
That is correct. He was operating remotely from northern New York.
Roger.
Okay, very good, Walter. Thanks for calling in. I think you've got a good, perfectly copyable signal here. Autos 5859, and you got some good audio equalization going on too.
Yeah, Roger. I'm using the 1970 Centex Delta 2, and I'm running about 400 watts. And I got the 707 mic that came with it. Roger on that?
Oh, Roger. Very good. Good to hear the Tentec on the air. It's impressive you've kept it going for so long. We're all tuning up for the ARRL Sweepstakes, which starts tomorrow afternoon. We hope to work you there, Walter.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. In the early 70s, I found out Drake had their hands in on some of these Delta 2 Centex. So when I ordered a cord for my boom mic, they told me I had to buy a Drake 4 prongers. That's what I did.
Oh, excellent. It's still working great, Walter. Good to hear you on the air. This is N3QE.
W3UL.
Great in the contact. Nice making the contact with you. All right, I'm going to let you take it over. KD2 TTT.
KB2 TTT, we sure appreciate it. Thank you. W3UL, go ahead.
Yeah, Tim. I set out, my spiel about 15 minutes ago, but nobody commented on audio quality. However, now this is me live, and then I'll throw in one of my other messages right now.
I'll go right ahead.
W3UL 54 Mike Delta Charlie. Anyway, how's that go?
That sounds great. The levels seem to match to me, and you got a good equalization going on.
Well, thanks a lot. It's very helpful. And I'm gonna, if John O'Mara is still listening, W4NF, I'm actually typing a message to him right now, so we'll see whether we can come up with a solution to my other little problem. I've had these wave files. They've always worked really well for me in the past, and I just want to try to keep using them to the extent that I can. The 7.3s, and I'll hang in here for a while. Bye-bye.
Very good, Bill. Good to hear from you, and we all look forward to working with you tomorrow on Sweepstakes. So thank you, W3UL. This is N3QE. Anybody else who want to have one more checkout on the air?
Hello, Papa 2 Mike.
Hello, Papa 2 Mike. You're sounding a little gravelly there, Phil.
Well, I don't know. I just plugged the mic in. Does it sound okay, Tim?
Sounded okay. You're not as loud as the locals, but clearly easily copyable.
Well, you're loud as always. I just thought I'd get on for a moment. You know, I haven't fiddled with the audio or anything. I was actually on CW, and I remember that you guys were up here on phone, and so I hooked up the antenna tuner and thought I'd give it a try. I will be on sideband in SS, but who knows for how long, Tim. It's not easy. Go ahead.
You're moving in here just fine, Phil. So we look forward to working with you. Ty, you want to give any give any advice to Phil KP2M there?
Yeah, get on, make lots of contact. You've done great. Well, I'll be sure not to log you, Tyler. Yeah, you have a good signal as well. What I've found is that it's not easy for me on 80 meters or 75 in sweepstakes. I just get, everybody else is so much louder, so I spend most of the time on 40. Okay, well, we hope to see you then, and you guys have a nice weekend, and happy Thanksgiving as well. And 3QA, K3MM, and Potomac Valley Radio Club from Kilo Papa 2 Mike.
Very good, Phil. I'm curious, does 40 ever go uselessly long for sweepstakes there?
Yes, at times it does, and that's a bit of a challenge. But, maybe I'll give 80 meters a try. I mean, sometimes they do fairly well. Certainly in the worldwide I can have runs, but I've tried it in FS before, and I didn't have a whole lot of success.
That might have been because we worked you on 40 already, Phil.
Well, that's certainly true.
Thanks for joining in, Phil. We all look forward to working with you tomorrow. We had a couple rare sections check in here. We had Northern New York, and we had a KP2M. So I think that here, knowing that you guys are on, makes me more enthusiastic about operating fun.
All right, well, very good. Yeah, I heard Ray, NM20. I guess he's probably operating remote. Are you going to do one of these, you're jumping around, operating from 3 different stations, Tim?
I got a little worn out doing that for CWSL, so I'm going to take it easy and probably just operate, 20-some hours at home.
I hear you. Well, phone's a whole different world than CW because there's so many more callers. In CW, it's a great 12-hour contest. 24 hours, not so much. I mean, my sense is if I had put in another 12 hours, I'd be lucky if I had another 250 contacts on CW. That's certainly not the case on phone. All right, well, good luck to you guys. And 3QE from Kilo Papa 2 Mike.
We sure appreciate you being on, Phil, and it'll be great to work you. 7-3, Phil.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much else on from the VI. I don't think there was on CW either. All right, 7310.
73, Phil, thank you. So this is N3QE. Anybody else want to check in with one last playback or audio setting that they've done to their radio?
Hello, Tim. N3QE, Whiskey Alpha 3, Echo, Kilo, Lima.
WA3EKL, how you doing?
Doing okay. I'm using the mod mic on this new set of headphones, and it seems what I'm hearing in my own set sounds okay, and we got some good reports back on how it sounds to you.
It sounds fine, but I'm sure the contest savvy audio guys would tell you to cut the lows and boost the highs. What do you think, Ty?
Yeah, you can do drastic cuts on the lows.
Yeah, just to my eyeballs off the spectrum scope here, I would say that 80% of your energy is below 1,000 hertz, Alan.
80% of what? Is that again?
80% of your transmitted energy is below 1,000 hertz, and the contest savvy phone guys like to tell me that you should put it as high as put the boost as high as possible.
Yeah, I understand that. And my thoughts on that are if everybody pinches their audio down, compresses all the highs, we all sound like we're on helium, we all sound the same. The problem is or the advantage of me being where I am, if all you guys are yelling and all sound the same, and I yelling like this and I sound different, I'm the one he listens to.
Very good, Alan. You're going to be on a single op yourself, or are you having the crew show up this weekend?
Now I got a couple of guys coming by. But my interesting is, do I sound clear? I'm not worried about the highs and lows as much as does my overall sound clear? That's if I got too much compression, not enough, or how does that sound? I'm not too worried about highs and lows, just the overall quality.
You sound very natural there, Alan. You aren't cranking the processor. You aren't doing some crazy boost to the highs.
Hey, let me switch to the inverted V now. Is that any better on you?
That's just a little better. That might be a unit or two, Alan.
Okay, very good. I went to that. I was on the south slope at the moment. Okay, but yeah, you came up a little bit too. Okay, I always try to go for the best quality sound signal. The K3LR sounded phenomenal last contest I was in, and LPL always sounds really good. I know he spends an hour tuning his mics up to where he's the most readable. I guess you would see that. That's an extension. Best way to explain that. So I've always tried to adjust my mics over here so no matter who sits on the mic, it sounds like them, exactly like them. And that seems to make a difference. We seem to be able to make, we don't have antennas or power like some of these big stations, but we do break some pilots. And I think it's because we sound different. And everybody's yelling that sounds the same. As we come along, it's like a woman. You know what happens when a female comes on? They go right back to her because she sounds different. And that's what I'm attributed to. And if you're putting out really, really good audio that's crystal clear, I would think that would have a better chance of getting through than that pinch down audio that's all accentuating the high frequency. Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense, Alan. Again, the super duper contesters are looking for those last 10 out of 1,500 contacts, I guess.
Do something. I would use the mod mic there. You really can test them.
Boy, that was a quadruple. We love you. Come on back again.
And I was just saying, you really need to do something with your audio. You can use the mod mic. It's very bassy, and you have almost nothing above 1,000 cycles.
I already cut all the lows out of my mod mic there. That's the sub-bottom two are down to nothing. And the other ones aren't amplified at all. So I've already brought the high end up. So maybe it's my voice.
Okay, yeah, you're not going to talk at the moment.
Okay. Hey, Tim.
Hey, this is Tim, N3QE.
Yeah, hey, Tim, it's Phil, KP2M. I'm just wondering how my audio sounded. In the past, I've run the CM500, the Yamaha mic, completely flat. and I get tremendous reports. But I switched to Mod Mic, Uni or Mini or whatever you call it. That's what I'm using at the moment. And so the thing sounded so terrible that I boosted the highs. And I haven't done anything with the lows, actually. I think they're flat, but the highs I boosted, I don't know, 8 to 10 dB. I'd have to look at the EQ. How does it look on your pan adapter?
It's looking remarkably flat from lows to highs without any obvious, I can't say one's better than the other.
Okay.
So you're pretty flat. I get kind of a little bit of a very low, but that's you're pretty good.
All right, so what you're telling me is leave it alone?
Yeah, I just leave it alone. He's not good. He puts it.
All right, very good. I'll tell you what, let me see what the settings are. I'm using a K3, by the way. Okay, everything's completely flat. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 1.6 kilohertz is up 8. 2.4 is up 9. 3.2 is up 12. And I can't talk any higher than that.
What's your low? Hey, Phil, this is N3 AM.
Oh, hey, John, how you doing?
Real good. Hey, I was going to suggest maybe try to boost your 2400 just a little bit.
All right. Mine's up to 10. All right, I got to figure out which that is. This is number 7. Okay, just sit here. Okay. I'm using the K3 also. All right, so I got it at 9. You want me to bump it up a bit?
Oh, 10. Yeah.
All right, you're challenging my mental capabilities, Mama.
I just sold my K3, so I can't help you.
Okay, I bumped it up to 11. You know, we can't stay at 10. We always got to bump it up to 11, John.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think that's better.
All right, we'll leave it that way. Yeah, I saw that you sold your K3 and the pan adapter. That was a deal. You know, I would have jumped on that if I'd seen it a little sooner.
Yeah, I'm kind of missing it already, even though it was sitting on the shelf. It's such a nice radio.
Listen, if you can't do it with a K3, you can't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you're running the K4 now?
Yeah, I've had it since the end of last year.
How do you like it?
I love it. They're constantly coming out with firmware upgrades, and I've got the big screen on it, so I can see real clearly on the pan adapter and the waterfall. It's really nice.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm using just a standard K3 and a P3 here, and I'm trying to follow the pan adapter. That's a little beyond my skill level. I do use it some, but not much. Yeah, on CW, I typically set the bandwidth at about, I don't know, 4 or 5 TC maximum, and just use that as a guide to how clear my transmitting frequency is, and then I kind of move in between.
Yeah, I think I kept the pan adapter at 20 kilohertz, and I found that on CW was really helpful. Sideband, if they had some big splits, I wasn't too good with that, but on CW, it really made a difference.
Yep. Well, you sound good. So K4 is really good. I don't know if it's got that fancy, whatever everybody's talking about, the world's best compression, whatever it is, computer-enhanced sideband or whatever in the world they're calling it. Yeah, I actually looked at a K4, but they haven't developed the remote capability yet. And as I understand it, you would need a pair of K4s to be able to remote it. And for me, at the present time, I just said, well, we'll stick with the older radio.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys are doing. N3JT is still running his remote with K3s, and even though he has the K4, they are planning to come out with a K4 Mini. So that'll be the answer to that when they get that out.
Oh, very good. Well, then there's, of course, the tremendous backlog. I did look at it at one time, but as I mentioned, the backlog was such that I never did place an order for it. All right, well, we hope to see you on in the contest, and we'll just leave the audio the way it is. I did bump up the 2.4 kilohertz EQ a bit. as I mentioned, the Yamaha CM500, I used to run that completely flat. And I got, people raving about my audio. But the mod mic, it's like it has a stock over it. And you really have to boost the highs on this.
Yeah, K3KU has one. I tested with him yesterday, and it really sounded muffled, and he had to figure out how to get the equalizer stuff on his radio, so he's going to play with that tomorrow, I guess. But you sound real crisp and clean, Phil, so you should do well.
Okay, very good. Well, I tested with Mark at K4SO when I first got the Mod Mic Mini, and I know he's going to steer me the wrong direction, so go back a long way. All right, you guys have fun tonight, and we'll see you in the contest. Stay on. Don't run away yet. I got a question. Okay, very good. I tested with Mark at K4SO when I first got the Mod Mic Mini, and I know he's going to steer me the wrong direction, so I'm not going to steer you anywhere. I just want to know if you go back a long way. From 8 down to 5. We've got sitting on number 8. Okay, somebody was playing a recording of my audio there. Just a moment here. Let me see where you're asking for the setting at 8 on the EQ? Yeah, what's your 8 at? Plus 12. Okay, and 7? I bumped that up to 11. And 6? Plus 8. Okay, and 5? Just a moment. Sorry. In the 800 hertz, the slot is flat. And number 5 is number 5 is. Wait, I gotta go back to it. Hold on.
Hey, Phil, your signal's building quite a bit up here in NY, so you're thinking about when to come to 80. You might think about this time frame.
Okay, well, we'll give that a try, Ray. What is it? The 800. Just a moment. All right, 800 and down, everything below 800 hertz is completely flat. Okay. All right, so I'm running that at plus 6. The rest of mine are basically as well. I'm running number 5 at 6. I'm running number 6 at 8. I'm running number 7 at 10. And then number 8 at 15. And my question was, am I really, they said I was basic, or I shouldn't have any highs, but my settings there on the upper end are higher, equivalent or higher than yours, and maybe it's the acoustics in my room that's making me sound well.
Probably the microphone.
Well, I don't really know. I mean, it's a bit dependent on one's voice, I think. My voice, I also have a tendency to scream, which probably doesn't help me any. But, your audio sounds, pretty good down here. It might be a little bassy, but believe me, I've heard guys that are much worse. I mean, you're perfectly readable, and that's the most important thing. I'm a full T-wise. I'm a full tenor, partial baritone. That tells you anything.
My friend, you have zero bass in your audio. Zero.
Run it by me again?
No, the other gentleman. I'm sorry, this is KXT Victor. I played that recording because you have no bass. You have nothing but, they have nothing but highs in there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I haven't cut any of the lower frequencies at all. They're just perfectly flat. All I did was boost, I think it was starting at 800 hertz and progressively boosting it up because the Mod Mic Mini is it's not high fidelity, let's put it that way.
Well, 800 hertz isn't bass to begin with.
Right.
That's mid-range. But here you go.
Now, I haven't cut any of the lower frequencies at all. They're just perfectly flat. Sounds good to me.
All right.
We're going to leave it alone. I mean, listen, nobody cares how I sound. All they want is the Virgin Islands.
You always sound great with them. Talking about audio, I'll speak with you about it. But all good, man. You sound fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hey, Ray, how you doing there, sir?
So something to think about is on CW. You know, if you looked at your rate, if you had put in some more hours, you would have won the thing. I know you don't like phone that much, but I think you know it's a thing of your voice plus perfection. But you seem to have some of the most concise running characteristics of anybody that I hear. And do you get asked for repeats? I think the overall signal that you're putting out is such that people will copy your report very easily, and it's just something that I noticed having listened to you a couple of times.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I seem to do fine on sideband, and yeah, I probably could have done pretty well on CW if I'd wanted to spend all day on Sunday, you know, watching football and calling CQ and working guys at 20 to 30 an hour if I'm lucky. So I guess you're using a remote again, Ray. Which system are you using?
Yeah, I'm at Jefferson, so this is a smaller station in NY.
Okay. So I read you or heard you got a new router, so the link it seems to be a bit more stable.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's corresponding with the help desk at remote radio. So the thing is that on CW, I had choppy audio. And said, oh, well, that's actually a problem report on that transmitter. They're waiting for an update from Flex to do something on the CW. So today, the CW sounds fine. After they reviewed it, they said it only lasts like 2 days. So it sounds like something like memory leak or something in the Flex radio. I'm still not 100% sure of the audio that I'm not dropping packets. Sometimes I get, you know I sound rapidly naturally, but sometimes I hear that it's work. But I mean, the main thing to see is that it sounds acceptable, so I can actually work people.
Exactly. Listen, it is magnitudes better than it had been in the past, and I had a similar problem with my remote. I use the remote rig, whatever it is, interfaces, and I was having problems, a weird problem, and it turned out that my FiOS router in Virginia, which was running at 100 megabytes, was like 15 years old, and I got a new router, and all my problems went away.
Yeah, you told me about that before, so that was interesting. When the field tech came, and of course here in Florida they had a huge amount of stuff washed away or salt water or whatever. When the guy came to look at my system, he sort of made this face about the router. No, you have one of those. He says, listen, I'll just change it. That may be the problem. And I'm glad that it's working much better.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm giving my friends at Verizon $20 a month or whatever it is to rent the stupid thing. All right, listen, you guys have fun. We'll see you on Sweepstakes this weekend.
Very good, Phil. This is N3QE. Hey, Ty, I found a setting called mic equalization I turned on. How am I sounding now, Ty?
I'm not good yet.
I found a setting called mic equalization that I just turned on. How am I sounding now?
Probably you're a lot lower. Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, I can tell you overall, 80 seems to have taken a dive for me. The guys who were louder earlier are getting a little lower. Let me try one message playback. Just a second here. All right, I'll figure out how to get my message playback working.
Yeah, you're allowed to use your pen.
Yeah, overall, it feels like 80 is just taking a dive, at least for me.
Yeah, especially look at the solar flux. It's down like 20 points. I was talking to WR3R the other day, and he was staying in there really good at midnight. But that is a time when the critical frequency goes back to 4 megahertz. So that's a time when the band is shorting up again.
Okay, very good, guys. This is Tim, N3QE. I got some projects to work on for Frank. Anybody else want to check in for one more quick checkout?
Whiskey 4 Tango Golf.
Who's sending golf?
Whiskey 4 Tango Golf.
W4TG, how are you?
Good. How's the audio?
Sounding good. Go ahead and play us a long message here. We'll give you a better opinion.
Okay, this is Whiskey 4 Tango Golf, getting ready for SS, SSCQ, CQSS, Whiskey 4 Tango, Germany.
Very good, Frank. Looks excellent to me.
Oh, good. All right, that's without even playing around with it, so thanks a lot. I just put the compressor on 20 like someone suggested, and I guess you're happy.
Yeah, N3AM tried his at I think both 20 and 30, and I think we ended up liking 30 just a smidgen better.
Oh, okay. Well, I can. This is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whiskey 4 Tango Golf.
Yeah, just a smidgen better at 30.
Okay. Well, for the contest, I'll take it.
Very good, Frank. Looking forward to working you.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have fun.
Thank you, Frank. W4TG from N3QE. Do we have anybody else who wants one last quick checkout?
Quick question, Tim. What was the answer to the question about self-spotting?
My assumption, based on even though the rule for self-spotting is actually removed, there's something about not using non-amateur means to solicit contacts, and that's still in the rules. And so my observation based on that rule, since you're not allowed to use non-amateur means to solicit contacts, that means that no more that self-spotting is still ruled out as we normally think of it.
Roger. That's fine. You may want to put out, or I can send a note to the listserv saying, please remember to spot people. Turn on spotting. On your N1MM.
That's a great idea. Thank you for that reminder. I'll send it out if you want to reinforce it. That'd be great.
Okay, will do. N3QE, Whiskey 4 Tango Golf.
Very good, Frank. That's a good question, and you make a great point. We can stir up even more action by doing that. So this is N3QE. Was there somebody else trying to check in for one last check out there?
Section name rather than just the call and the frequency. So that was the spot I put up yesterday.
What was that about section name?
I put instructions on how to set up N1MM, send the section with your spot, not just the frequency and the call letter.
Oh, yeah, certainly for the guys in the rare sections, that will help stir up action. Great idea.
Well, everybody can do that. It defaults to just the frequency and the call. You have to select it, and some of it you have to select that start N1MM. It's that setting is not persistent.
Very good, Alan. Thank you for that input.
That would be great.
I think I might have heard somebody with a two call maybe. Oh, you're way down in the noise again, please. Ending London, maybe? I heard a 2. What's the rest of your call? Kilo 2 Whiskey again? Oh, I'm having a hard time pulling you out. Ty, can you hear him?
Whiskey Japan, London. Kilo 2 Whiskey Japan, London.
Oh, Kilo 2 Whiskey Japan, London. Joe, how are you, Joe? Yeah, I'm just barely copying here myself.
Yeah, same here.
And like I said, overall, 80 seems to have taken a dive for me, which is a little unusual. As we get into the shortest days of the year, maybe I'd expect a little more than that we're having it tonight. Kilo 2 Whiskey Juliet Lima. Thank you, Joe, for checking in. We can't hear you very good. I'm going to be signing out of the net. If you guys want to go on with your audio checkouts, you sure are welcome to. This is N3QE closing up for the night.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for doing this, Tim.
Thank you, guys. I want to learn how to operate phones someday. I need all the help I can get. Thank you for chiming in.
73 WR3R clear.
Excellent. 7371.